Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you guys here today. XRP Army, what an amazing day. First and foremost, we are green, not to mention the news that came out yesterday. The Hinman documents have officially been handed over to XRP. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the charts. We are up 2.18% today in the green, baby. Very exciting. In fact, all of the markets are green. I'm not getting too excited, though. There is a level that we are going to need to break, and that would be right here at that 48-cent level. So we're going to deep dive into the charts today, weekly, daily, 4-hour, and we're also going to be covering the article here. Ripple CEO says SEC's shamefulness will shock you. We're going to cover that video, and also XRP bulls prepare for liftoff as Ripple acquires the long requested documents on the Hinman speech. We're going to cover that and all the charts in today's video. And also, huge green day for all of the Bull Runners Club members. Our affiliate program is about to officially launch. By the way, if you're new here, we have just launched a software program that you can be an affiliate with us. All you have to do is go to the description of this video on YouTube. So if you take a look here, for example, on YouTube, on the internet, or if you use your phone or whatever, you go down to the description section. There's a button that says more right here. Simply click that, and that is the link that you'll click on right here. The onlinebusiness.app/1 ? Blah, blah, blah. You'll simply click on that, and that will give you access to become one of our affiliates. After you become an affiliate, you also will get your own affiliate links to where you can then sign people up. So discover the app turning these ordinary people into successful online business owners fast. All you have to do is click the red one. Yes, give me access. All right, and before we do the deep dive in the charts, let's go check out this news. This is really important information. Some of you guys may have already heard this news. It's all over Twitter. Very, very cool stuff. So if that's you and you just want to see the charts, go ahead. Feel free to fast forward, or you can watch this video in 1.5 speed and see if there's anything extra we covered today. Ripple CEO says SEC's shamefulness will shock you. According to Stuart Alderati, general counsel at Ripple, the defendants finally managed to get their hands on the internal emails and drafts of former U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission official William Hinman. It took Ripple 18 months to get 6 court orders to get access to these documents. The court has repeatedly rejected the SEC's arguments about deliberative process, DPP, and attorney-client privilege. After examining the documents, Alderati now says that it was well worth the fight. He added that Ripple now feels even better about its legal situation and arguments in the case. At the same time, he says that he feels even worse about the case for now. The documents are currently still remaining confidential at the request of the SEC. And Ripple CEO let him have it. He says that the shamefulness will be shocking for the whole follow the case, or for those who follow the case, for all of us, all of you out there. The SEC wants you to think that it cares about disclosure, transparency, and clarity. Don't believe them. The SEC has been accused of giving Ethereum preferential treatment after Hinman said that the cryptocurrency wasn't a security in his infamous 2018 speech. However, the regulator has distanced himself from the speech, claiming that the views of his former official do not represent those of the agency. So this is going to be so exciting when we actually get to see them in public, because obviously shocking and shameful, there must be a lot of glaring obviousness there that shows that XRP is totally not a security. Now, XRP's bulls are preparing for liftoff. That's why we got another green day today. Long requested documents from Hinman's speech have been released, as we just covered. And in this article is basically covering the same thing. Stewart did clarify that the documents are still sealed from the public at the SEC's insistence. Hinman's correspondence is pivotal to the complaint that the SEC lodged against Ripple in December of 2020, alleging that the payments firm and its current and former chief executives, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, sold the XRP token as an unregistered security. And last month, the U.S. District Court judge quashed the SEC's repeated attempts to keep the Hinman speech under wraps and prevent it from being used as evidence in the case. Ripple fans and other industry observers felt that the documents would considerably bolster the company's defense. Both the SEC and Ripple recently called for an immediate ruling on the lawsuit based on available evidence without taking the case to trial. The push to end the longstanding case saw the Ripple price, XRP, jump by 40%. And in other news around crypto ADA, Coinbase data suggests that Cardano could be gaining popularity. According to the data from crypto exchange Coinbase, as of 1:30 p.m., October 21st, in the past 24 hours, 91% of Coinbase customers increased their net position in ADA, which could mean the asset gaining popularity. Also, $1 billion worth of Bitcoin leaves Coinbase in a day, as well as aggressively accumulate Bitcoin. So as you'll notice, you're going to see a lot of information coming out about lots of accumulation of XRP, whales are buying, ADA, whales are buying, Bitcoin, whales are buying. That doesn't mean that this is the bottom. I still think personally, and by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, just financial entertainment and education. Do your own research, of course. But I feel that there's going to be a significant drop, and then there's going to be a hard bottom, and then we're going to rise up quickly towards the end of this month. So we'll follow that and find out. So if you want to follow along with us, make sure you click that subscribe button. Outflows from Coinbase surge on Wednesday. CEO of South Korean on-chain analyst CryptoQuant shared the metric showing almost $1 billion outflow from America's largest crypto exchange. He says in here, just in 48,000 BTC flowed out from Coinbase today. Looked at the transactions, and it seems they broke the old piggy bank to deliver Bitcoin to institutional clients, Young tweeted. In a separate note, the firm wrote that the transaction pattern implies the creation of a new custodial wallet for institutional clients, suggesting that the institutions are not perturbed by the almost year-long price drawdown that has scared away leveraged retail traders. And by the way, this, in my personal opinion, is what they've been waiting for, right? And their blood in the streets, the institutional traders, the big giant banks, the big institutions, the big hedge funds, they weren't going to buy crypto at $60,000. When it gets down here, they're still not ready. They want it to be 12,000. They want it to be 15,000 at a minimum before they swipe up the most of it. Even though they bought 48,000 Bitcoin, that's a lot, $1 billion worth. Remember, there's like $1.5 trillion missing from the crypto market cap as a whole. There's a lot more money that's about to flow in. They're just averaging down on their way down. Institutional demand soars. A senior advisor at Coinbase said on Tuesday that the institutional adoption of crypto was moving very, very fast. During an interview with Anthony Scaramucci, according to the pundit, whereas adoption has been slowed by the lack of clear regulatory regime, things were starting to improve, with lawmakers moving to pass legislation that has given institutional investors some assurance. So what do they know that we do not yet? And here you can see the tweet by Mr. Young. Whales are accumulating Bitcoin in Binance. Since Bitcoin price hit 20K levels, Binance spot trading volume dominance skyrocketed, and it's now 84%. The second biggest is Coinbase at 9%. Not sure whether these whales are institutions using prime brokers or crypto OGs for now. And if you remember, only a couple of years ago, when there was crazy market speculation, crazy volatility, it was like a group of 10, 15, 20 major whales, OGs, that have, 1,000 or 10,000 or 50,000 Bitcoin from, 2014 or something crazy, 2009, when it was like pennies and they got tons of it. They used to be the ones manipulating, but not anymore. Now they have to compete with these major institutional investors that are market makers, that are making the real changes in the market. And speaking of market makers, let's check out what the market makers are doing over here on tradingview.com with our favorite crypto XRP. So right now, one of the things that we talked about yesterday is that the price was down below the volatility band here, this Bollinger Band. It had dripped down severely, indicating that there was a potential upturn coming. And sure enough, not only that, it also bounced off of our 50 exponential moving average yesterday. And today, the good news happened at the coincidental time that the charts show that price should be coming to the upside anyway. So that's very exciting. 2.43%. We could look for a rise as far as we can see here, 48 cents. If we do our supply and demand zone box on our daily candle here, which would be this candle right here, this last white candle before the down move, that one gives us that 49-cent level. And then we also have this one here, which is inside of that same level, giving us the rise up to the bottom of this zone, 47,854. 47854. So we'll see as price continues to gain momentum. The good thing is here too, on Heikin-Ashi candles specifically, when you have a candle that has no wick, that shows big, massive confidence in that candle, right? So this one had no wick to the top, meaning a down candle. No wick to the top, very confident down candle. Look at today's candle, starting to make a little bit of a return. Can we see tomorrow a white candle develop? Maybe a spinning top doji candle indicating a small short-term trend change. That's what we're looking for. If we look at the 4-hour, that's what we got. We got that blue doji candlestick here and then giving us the two big giant moves to the upside. Now you'll also notice here our green line that price is moving up to. This is sitting at the 46-cent level. And if we turn on our Heikin-Ashi candles, we do have a candle right here, which is going to be our 4-hour zone. And that's that 45 cent. And you can see that's exactly where price came, rejected for now. That doesn't mean that we can't get back above that, because we definitely can. It's just testing that zone. We'll see if it continues to ride up. We do have the potential cross of our red line against our green line. If that does cross to the downside, that does signal a severe negative situation. So that would be a potential massive drop coming, because this is on the larger time frame of a 4-hour, which gives it a lot of pressure to the downside. So we could see a continued rise up. Like I said, more confidently, probably coming up into this 48-cent level, 47,854. Go up here, test off that, and then make a return to the downside. That also leads us to what we're looking at right here on the 4-hour. It has broken above the center line of the RSI level. It's called the market baseline, the yellow line. And it's now gotten to the top side, which is the Bollinger Band on the 4-hour chart, indicating a potential short-term top here. We might have a turn down. You can see what happened when we got a bottom here. It broke back up and it had a little short rally, but then boom, the drop happened too. The other thing that we're looking at right now, the RSI is still below the 50. So it is still a bearish scenario on the 4-hour charts. So the likelihood of that coming back down is still a reality, back into the oversold territory down here at the 30 level. Now, when we look at the weekly though, we're also getting a more bearish scenario. We just broke above the 50 level, which was very bullish. We stayed bullish for several weeks here, even flipping our background to the green and also our RSI background to the green. So that was really positive, but price has started to pop back down inside. So on a weekly situation, there is a possibility of that returning a little bit lower. In fact, what we were talking about is if price continues to ride this RSI trend here, we could see a bringing it back down to this level. Now that takes a long time, usually 1 or 2 weeks for that to happen, for this move to play all the way out. So we'll keep a close eye on that one. On the daily charts, it is still having a likelihood of a move up. So it's interesting to see what's going on, right? So a lot of indecision in the markets right now. You can see we're starting to accumulate on the weekly zone. It's a big zone, really, from 44 cents all the way up to 55 cents. But it's getting lots and lots of orders right here. So when we break to the upside, it's going to have a massive move. If we break to the downside, it's probably going to have a massive move. But today we are celebrating the small victory. We got the green candles. We're up 2%. We got great news. The Hinman documents are out, but we did make that move to the upside. Does the Hinman document really bring in enough volume to continue the move to the upside? That's what we're watching for. We're going to keep a very close eye on that. So let's break this down from the higher time frame. So right now, weekly, we are at the 50 level, broke up. It is in a bullish scenario on the weekly charts, but it is starting to have a pullback from there. So we'll give that. The weekly charts are looking 50-50 right now. On the daily charts, looking like if this can make the turn to the upside, regain this baseline all the way up here at the yellow line, and it flips back, because you can see what happens. When the RSI climbs up, regains the baseline, look what happened. Price, the move. Right now, we don't have it. That's why there's no green background. It's bearish. So right now, on the very short term, price does need to come back up. but it needs to come all the way back up into the 60 level of the RSI. So that would mean a very, very nice move to the upside. So we're looking like it is bearish, but there's potential really exciting move to the upside. So it gives us that. When we go to the 4-hour chart, this one is about to break through above the 50 line, which would turn bullish. We're above the market baseline, which is bullish. We had 3 consecutive 4-hour candles to the upside, bullish. We did bounce off of our 4-hour supply and demand zone, a little bearish there. We also have 2 extremely important trend lines to break. We're not above those, so we're still looking a little bearish there. So this 4-hour move may have exhausted itself. Just like the weekly move has exhausted itself, we may see a breakdown on those time frames. On the daily, though, again, like we said, we got 58 minutes left in this daily candle. There is a potential of some really good stuff happening here, but there is also the potential, once this candle finishes for the day, it could be simply up in there, and then it comes back down. You can see the market baseline sloping down. All of this is bearish. There is no, like, it's not really close to actually crossing back over there. So we'll keep an eye on that. Looking here at the 1 hour, 1 hour is looking crazy bullish, also poked out of the Bollinger Band here, though. So we may have a 1 hour pullback as well. It also did breach and enter into our 4-hour supply and demand. Looking here at the 15-minute, pretty much got to a top. It has also experienced a bearish divergence. So in reality, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking more along, this is a great day. Overall, I'm looking for more downside for XRP, which is very exciting because I'm looking to back up the truck and get tons and tons of XRP. I would like to see it. Well, what we talked about, okay, so now this is not popular opinion, obviously, but what I want to see happen is I want to see price get back to these previous lows. So the previous lows are down here. Let's get this box. So that would be getting us into the prices of 36 cents to 30 cents. But then in reality, we really need to break below this lowest point of the candle. And the lowest point of that candle, the low on that was right here, 28 cents. So I would love to see XRP back below 28 cents so I can buy a whole bunch more before it goes to the upside forever. Because we are going to be going to the upside forever soon. How soon? We'll find out soon. So anyway, again, not financial advice. Do not buy or sell anything because we talk about it on this channel. But hey, if you do want to learn how to make some money, check this out.